The safety, reliability, and efficiency of the aviation sector largely relies on technology. And that is what we are here to discuss today. We also want to delve into the role that technology has played in revolutionizing travel and the aviation sector. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the Aviation Blueprint with me, Olivia Nakalembe. And this is proudly powered by the Mbawa Aviation Media Foundation. With me today is a gentleman that boasts of over 30 years in the sectors of travel and aviation. He's here to help us paint a picture on how travel, aviation contributed to the growth of Uganda's tourism sector, but yet again, giving us a broader aspect on how technology has ably enabled this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Lwanga, Edward Brown, to the Aviation Blueprint. And he is the Sales and Accounting Manager at Sabron Tech Ltd. Mr. Lwanga, thank you so much for sparing time to come and have a word.
Thank you for hosting me, Olivia. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm proud to be part of this, and I really thank you for hosting me and for inviting me to come and share with the little knowledge I have with the rest of the people, most especially those who love and who really understand, and those who don't maybe understand travel. Yes, as you mentioned, I've been in this industry for some good years. I started in travel in 1994 with Classic Tours and Travel.
Mr. Lwanga, I will not tell you how old I was at that time.
I know. You may not have even been here, so it's no problem. But I've been here for that long. I was with Classic Tours and Travel. That's where I started to work.
Sure.
Then and from there, I went to work with the Pearl Images. I was there for just 1 year, and the company had to wind up because they had the issues. Now, from there, I went to Kenya Airways. I started working with Kenya Airways as a sales and reservation agent. From Kenya Airways, I went to Africa Travel Limited. It was an HRG, that was a multinational company. From Africa Travel, I went and joined the Galileo Travel Port. Galileo is a GDS travel port. It's one of the GDSs in the world. From Galileo, I went and started working with Swan Air Tours and Travel, which is a CWT, Carlson Wagon Travel, and it's also a multinational company. I had a break for about 7 years, that is from 2017. In February last year, I joined the Sabron Tech. And Sabron Tech powers Seba, some call it Sebli or Sabli, but it's Seba, which is a GDS. That's a global distribution service company. Global distribution companies do quite a lot. They offer travel agencies with tools to use, mostly when they're making reservations, bookings, ticketing. So that's more primarily what they do, but they do quite a lot more because they also give travel agencies gateways to hotels, car rental companies internationally. So these global distribution companies do quite a lot. And at Sebli or Seba, we do much more because we don't take ourselves as a GDS only, but a travel solution giving company. We do help agencies in so many other things, apart from giving them the GDS, which they can use as a gateway to airlines, databases, and all that. We do have other products that we give. We have products like Agentivity. Agentivity is a business tool that is so brilliant. In fact, as you talked about revolutionizing the travel industry, our aviation industry, you find that with the Agentivity, a manager doesn't have to do much. If you have about 5 or 6 or whatever the number of travel consultants, you don't need to sit there to monitor them every day, but you will see them through the agentivity to know what their productivity is in the company. You will able know whether I'm doing my job or I'm not doing anything. Am I adding to the company, or is it just that I
taking
come
away
in
from
to
me? Yes.
open my laptop and go to my WhatsApp or do my TikTok and all that. Secondly, with the agentivity, you'll be able to know how many bookings are you giving to a certain airline and to which route. Because sometimes you may not really know, because you see the amount of money you've sold, but you not know which airlines am I selling more and which routes am I selling. So with agentivity, you'll be able to know all that. And what happens? You'll be able to even go to the airlines and bargain. Yes,
Okay.
yes, you can bargain for incentives, or you can even bargain for private fares, because they are
The more
private
the
fares.
sales,
Yes,
the more the
that
incentives.
is, you'll be able even to know the tickets. For example, Olivia, you may come to an agency and you say, I'm traveling. You book a ticket maybe to Nairobi or Mombasa, and for reasons, you find yourself again getting a journey immediately, and you are going to go maybe to US, and you will not be able to use this ticket. And because you've gone to US, you find that you are doing so much in the US and you prolong your stay. It becomes a year or even so much more than that. Now, the other ticket is dead within a year. But before the year elapses, what happens? The airlines do refund those tickets that have not been refunded or claimed for refund by travel agencies. Now, with agentivity, the company that sold the ticket will be able to go in and check to see those open tickets that have not been used.
Sure.
And then they ask for a refund. You
Wow.
understand? For Olivia, she will never even come back to ask for this refund. So it comes back to the agency as an income.
True.
Also, there are what we call non-refundable tickets. The non-refundable tickets, most people who live here, they go for the VAOs in the US or in Europe
True.
and the rest of the world. Now, they go one way, but in buying a one way, it becomes much more expensive than a return. So what they do, they buy a return, but actually they are going for a one way. Now, when they reach there, they don't come back. Now, we call those tickets non-refundable,
Non-refundable.
but there are taxes that are refundable on that ticket.
Okay.
And when you look at nowadays, taxes are more than the fare itself. You find that you're paying a ticket for $200, but the taxes there are over $600. So you pay a ticket for $800, but actually the fare itself is $200, just for example. Now, the other $600, you may find that you've used about $450. So the other 150 or 200, sorry, 150 has not been reclaimed. So what do? You go into agentivity and you look at this ticket and you say, oh, this ticket was a one way, oh, sorry, was a return, but so and so has not returned because I can see the return is still open. So you go to the airline and you ask for a refund of the taxes. You can come back to the agency and you tell them, I didn't use this ticket, I want back my money. You get it? But for the agency, they will never know what happens after selling the ticket. Okay? Some of them, yes, do what they call after sales service. They follow you up, they get to know when you are coming back, whether you've come back, whether you've not come back. So all that they will be able to know and they track. Some don't do that. So with agentivity, they will be able to know all this. It's a tool.
Wow.
Now, lastly, with agentivity, the owner of the company can access agentivity anywhere in the world as long as they have internet.
Wow.
So you don't need to be seated here in the office or somewhere in Uganda. No, wherever you will be, you can track your company, your office, and how it performs. So we give that. We also have EROM. EROM is for those corporates who do hotels. What happens? We have already developed APIs in our system. I have a hotel,
Okay.
and you are selling that hotel. Now, if you are a travel agency and you are selling that hotel, and you want to have it on my platform, you have to have that API to come into into my system. You understand? Now, for you to come into my system, like for example, if you are to come into Sabre, you have to have that API developed so that we listen to each other. It's a tool that helps you to listen to me so that my system talks to your system.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
We have already developed APIs as Sabron Tech. So what happens? A travel agent, if you have, for example, Sheraton Hotel, and you are a member or you already have deals negotiated with Sheraton Hotel all over the world, you don't need to build your own APIs because they are expensive to do. So what happens? You come to us and you say, "Hey, people, I have already negotiated a deal with Sheraton. I want to use it on Sabre." So what happens? We give you the APIs and you just upload all the businesses you have with Sheraton or even other service providers. So you don't need to go into that again. So with eRoom, if you have as many hotels, car rentals, and everything, you just bring them on to Sabre. So that when you open up the window in the morning to work with Sabre, you're going to make your reservations and everything. You don't need to open other windows.
It's more or less like a one-stop center for
and very beautiful. So we do that, and for eRoom, it's for hotels mostly, but mostly for those people who are selling big hotels. We have quite a number of hotels, by the way, now in Uganda.
Sure.
But you find that they are not on the system. On the grid, they are not there. You look for it, you don't find it. You understand? You have to Google and then look around, and some even when you go, you don't see them. But they would have been on a platform where everyone can access them. Two, people here, even if they are going out, they don't want to buy online, or they don't want to buy at once. They want to reach the other place and then go around looking for. It's good in a way because you get cheaper rates, but it's bad because you end up in so many issues. People have lost their luggages, people have lost their money, they've been robbed because they didn't have one package. We offer that. We also offer what we call Yatra. Yatra is for corporates. Now, if you're a travel agency and you have corporates, for example, you have Standard Chartered Bank as your corporate. Now, Standard Chartered Bank has quite a number of departments and they're all traveling. Now, the contact person or the travel manager in Standard Chartered Bank will call out the agency and say, "We are Olivia, we want to travel. Well, I have 10 people. So and so is going to this side, the other one." So you get quite a lot. And by the time you finish it, you've only worked on them. You've not done any other thing. So with Yatra, it's a corporate tool where you say, "Okay, Standard Chartered, Olivia is your account manager in the travel agency. But Nicholas, as the travel manager in Standard Chartered, we are giving him rights. He'll be able to go into our system, into our travel agency system, and see routes. If he can even make a booking if he's trained. So you give him rights to say he will only make a booking. Okay? He will only fare what? Or he will make a booking and fare what? And see even the fares. Because the corporate fares are already there, so they don't need to do anything. You may even guide and say he will be able to issue a ticket. So on all different levels, to be still controlled by Olivia here in this office of the travel agency. But you give them rights to do what you feel like they can do that and ably and with no issues. You understand? So we give that through. So in a way, it takes off the load of working from the travel consultant, giving it to the corporate agency. so that at least you do other things
Sure.
in the day. That's how technology has helped revolve things. Then we have what we call the back offices systems.
Okay.
Those are the accounting systems.
Please walk
For
us
us, we
through
have
some of
Wyron
those.
at the moment. We also work with trucks, but there are quite a number of them, so many. Those ones help the agency to manage their accounts. When Olivia is making a booking here and issuing a ticket, she doesn't need to do anything. The moment she presses enter and the ticket is issued, for her, she will pick the ticket, but at the back, they've received the ticket. So an invoice, e-invoice or electronic invoice has been generated, and at the same time, a receipt. So at the back, they've known how much you've issued, how much is that for, how much we've earned as a travel agency, how much is going to the airline. So it's all disseminated. And then the reports are generated either daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual, depending on what you want. So we have those tools to do all that. You understand? And they do quite more, much more. You'll be able even to know which routes am I selling more and how much have I sold with the back office. They will be able to tell you how much we are spending on what, but it will all be auto, not manipulated, not manual in any way. You understand? So there are quite a number of tools and apps that have been developed to help the travel industry.
Gone are the days when a travel agency had to employ over, let me say, 50 people, because the tools that you mentioned are actually doing work over 1,000 people,
Yes.
which actually begs the question, if you are out there and you have a travel agency, it's high time you actually matched up to the technological trends, or else you actually risk being kicked out.
Yes, yes. And you are very right, because at the moment, someone will only ask how good you are. You understand?
Sure.
How good you are. Not anything to do with the books or your qualifications. No.
How fast can you get
How
the
good
job done
you are.
efficiently,
That's it.
safely?
That's it.
Are you reliable?
You remember, I always tell people nowadays in the market that it pains me. We have more of travel kiosks than travel consultants. A travel
Rang.
kiosk, for those, you may have seen them, but you may have not taken note of them. On most airports now in the world, there are those kiosks where you go, you put in your ticket, you get a boarding pass. You understand?
True.
So you check in yourself, you check in yourself, and then you get your boarding pass, and you just wait there to board.
Yes.
You understand? Those are kiosks. You don't talk to them; they don't talk to you.
No.
You just put in and you press buttons here and there, checking this time, this flight number. You have your boarding pass. You get it. Now, a travel consultant needs to tell you quite a number of things.
So, in other words, you have to walk out of that office as an informed traveler.
Beautiful.
Okay. There's some value addition there.
Beautiful. That's, you are talking to a travel consultant in a travel agency, not a kiosk. One and one, we no longer have good customer care. Our customers or our clients come into the office and they find deadlocks. Hello, how are you? Fine, how are you? Okay, I wanted to go to Johannesburg. Okay, which airline? Which is the cheapest? I mean, I'm talking to, I don't know what I can call that. You have to have a pleasant face. You have to call to invite me. And when I come in your office, you have to, that smile, that look, that is saying, you are most welcome.
Sure.
You are here and please feel comfortable. You've come to where every travel's business solution is given.
Okay.
You understand? So travel agencies now have to style up. They have to up the game, because if not, they are going to be kicked out of the business. Airlines are developing apps and portals each and every day. And you find it cheaper, fares thereof compared to what is gotten in the travel agencies. So you find that people who work in the travel agents are, are losing out on travelers each and every day. They
Because they
only
don't have that extra
they don't
thing.
yes, because if I go to the website and I book an air ticket to Dubai on Emirates, I'll travel. But what is in Emirates now? As we speak, what is in Dubai? I don't know. Okay, I can go. For those who are so good, they will even go to the website, look for the weather forecast in Dubai. They will even go and check which
They know
hotels are
what
there.
season to
But that's
travel.
all troublesome. Olivia, you would wish to come to me as a travel
An
consultant,
informed
and I
person,
give you
all the
each
information
and
in one
everything.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation is getting heated right here on the Aviation Blueprint. Mr. Lwanga is getting to walk us through what exactly Sabron Tech is all about, what tools, what technological tools have been invented for a travel agency to be able to operate more efficiently. I'm still rocking and rolling right here with Mr. Lwanga. He has just given us the tools that Sabron Tech actually gets to offer. It's up to you to put into practice the information that Mr. Lwanga has just given us. Mr. Lwanga,
Yes.
technology is here, but just like we said, and alluded to the fact that one, it's not easy to take on. There could be some challenges along the way, of course, that also come with
Technology.
technology advancements and adoption. What
Right.
could some of these be, in your opinion?
The most one that stands out is people embracing
Okay.
the change in
When
technology.
when there's, for example, a new tool
Right.
that has been, and it's going to be,
Brought up.
it's going to enhance work, we tend to first fight it in the
Definitely,
beginning.
yes, that happens, and we look at it as a replacement. That's that is going to replace us. So we fight it.
Okay.
We fight it, and it's been quite a challenge to business owners that when they bring in this, for example, CWT has an app that when you send a message, let it be WhatsApp, let it be email, it will pop up on the screen that everyone will see that it's been sent to Olivia. Now, when they send that, Olivia takes 10 minutes. She's working on something, but it takes 10 minutes. What happens? That message will go up to Edward.
Okay.
Now, Edward, if he's busy also, it will remain there for 5 minutes because you said turnaround time is 20 minutes. So it will go to Nicholas. So now Nicholas will have to work on that. You understand?
Sure.
To some, they found that to be something that is reporting them that they're not doing or working on the client in
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
You understand? But it's such a good tool because at least it tells you there is a message that has come. Work on it.
And it is also good in terms of the efficiency.
Yes.
If a client, for example, has sent you a message, it has popped up, work on them and let's
Yes.
move on.
Yes. So technology has made life much easier, but again, most of us didn't embrace technology immediately. And when you look at the trend, I'm afraid most of us are going to lose out on our jobs.
Because they've not seen the opportunity in technology
Yes.
and have instead seen it as a threat.
Now, if you look at AI, the AI
Yes.
is going to kick most of us out. The robots are everywhere now. So someone will find it easy to own an office and employ AI and does most of the work. Okay? A few but people will remain to do Definitely, they'll have to man these AIs or the robots. But most of us will be out. Most of us will be out if we're not smart.
This means we have to be extremely creative, extremely innovative
And we have to be
to
there.
work around
We have to
these systems.
we have to embrace change
Okay.
and technology. If we don't do it, we shall be out.
Could the pricing of some of the tools, some of the technological advancements be a hindrance? Could they be a challenge? Because we know it does not come free of charge. At the end of the day, there is a cost implication.
Yes.
Could that also be a challenge in one way or the other?
Yes, for sure. We find that some agencies or some companies cannot afford to pay for the advancement or for the technology that has been brought on board. But what I've found out is whoever develops such tools or such apps or whatever they may be, they are ready to negotiate.
Okay.
They are ready to talk. As you know, with Sabron Tech, we have quite a number of third party, all those, most of them are third party tools or third party apps and things we work with.
Sure.
Why? Because we don't develop everything. No. There are people who develop beautiful things. And when you look at them, when they present them to you, you say, please, we are ready to work with you. What happens with us? For example, agentivity. You come to us, we discuss. We see it's such a nice tool. We say, okay, we are going to take it on. But we are not going to take the cost to Olivia. No, the cost will remain with us.
Okay.
I understand? But what will we gain from Olivia? She will use our system. So you're using our system and we give you this, we are selling more in bulk. So the other people are getting much more and we are getting it on a lower cost.
Sure.
So the beauty with such business entities like Sabre is when you work with us, you have much more opportunities of getting very good products or very good tools at a cheaper cost or even free.
Yes.
What is funny with these tools or apps or whatever, you may pay, like for example, a one-off. You pay $500, one-off, and the rest of the year you pay $50, $20. But at the start you pay $500. Now people say, but that's a lot of money. But what is the benefit? What are the benefits?
What are you getting out at the end
That's
of
it.
the day? Yes.
You're getting so much more. Like the ones I've taken you through. You don't do much, but you gain so much. Technology sometimes is expensive because of the developers, but again, we can pay because of the benefits.
In terms of training people for one mindset change to easily adopt, and then the practicability and usability to interface with these tools, do you see still a challenge or a gap there?
Yes.
And based off of that, how does Sabron Technologies now offer such strategies to make sure that travel agencies, get to catch up with, such trends?
We've done quite a lot. We started last year here in Uganda.
Okay.
In February 1st. That's when we started in Uganda as Sabron Tech Sabre. We go to travel agencies, we go to corporates, we tell them about Sabre and what we do. Now, the information we try to air out is come in and see for yourself what happens in the travel industry. We have quite a number of products that can ease your work. Two, we try to penetrate the markets through other channels.
Okay.
We are members of Tugata now. Tugata is an association that brings about travel agencies
yeah.
in Uganda. We are soon going to Auto and UTA. We want to visit UTB that's Uganda Tourism Board. By the close of this year, at least we shall have had all these on board with us. Why do we do that? Is to make ourselves understood. But we want very much to let people know more of what happens in the travel industry.
Sure.
Because very many people think, as you have, I think you mentioned it in the beginning, that people think travel is for the middle class, third class, the elites of this world. No. By the way, do you know that every day people travel?
Surely.
And do you know that every day people tour, but unknowingly?
Unknowingly, yes.
One time, a Uberman took me to an agency in Kamocha. He didn't know the place, and for reasons, his gadget was not working very well. So I used to tell him, move there, branch. And when we reached, I said, "Can you pay me?" He said, "But why? You are going to pay
Because
me."
I'm
I
literally
said,
dead.
I've brought you here, so
Because you didn't know a place.
yes, I'm a guide to you today.
Yes.
You understand? But people think that is not anything. Olivia, that's
It
tourism.
is something.
That's tour. That's tourism. That's travel. Now, if you go to Jinja and you didn't know where Kakila was, and I take you to Kakila Sugar Works, and you enter into that, I call it a
Factory.
country of its own, because they have everything.
I know, right? Yes.
You are touring,
True.
but people think that tourism means
You have to first go to another country.
good enough, you know that.
As we get to wind up this particular conversation, we need feedback from you because Mr. Ranga right here is ready to answer all those questions that will be coming through. Still right here on the Aviation Blueprint with me, Olivia Nakalembe. We need to revisit the issue of collaborations and partnerships. He did hint on it earlier on, but now let's delve into it. Mr. Ranga.
Yes.
It's not very good to work in isolation. Why is it important for example, Sabron Technologies to get into UTA, to get into Auto,
Tugata,
to get into Tugata? Why is it important for you to have this collaboration?
It's quite important. Those organizations bring together different players in the market.
Sure.
And the tour and travel, that's why they come in one as tours and travel. So for us, we feel at Sabron Tech, that we have to collaborate with all these entities if we are to remain strong in this market.
Yeah.
We need them as much as they need us.
Yes.
We offer technology, we offer all this, but at the end of the day, they are the users.
Yeah.
Those organizations have the people who are going to use our technologies. And the travel as per se leans on tourism, much as tourism leans on travel. They are sisters and brothers.
True.
They are one, much as they have different names. But what brings up those different names is because of what they do. When you look at tourism, I hear the government says tourism has made this much in this budget. They don't talk of travel. Olivia, they don't talk of travel. But travel complements tourism so much that when you do away with travel, you can't have that much in tourism.
Yes.
You understand?
Being
a landlocked country, you can't do away with travel, with air travel. You can't. You cannot. And that's why we feel happy, because the government has enlarged the airport. They've refurbished it. It's now beautiful.
Another airport is underway. We
in
have
Hoima.
promises to...
Yes, we are looking up to Hoima to see that, because even going that side, it helps us to grow. But who will grow? Only those who are ready to grow. So we are collaborating with each and everyone. We shall not leave out media.
We need to amplify exactly what is happening here.
Because you air out what is so much hidden. You become the mouthpiece. But the good thing with information and knowledge, today it may not be relevant. The next day it might be the very much knowledge or information you want to deal with.
Yes.
Today I may not be a traveler, I may not be a tourist, but tomorrow you never know what happens. I get an opportunity and I need that information.
Yes.
But where will I get it? So if Mbawa is ready there with the information, I'll just say, hey, I've ever seen this.
Yes.
Oh, let me.
And then let
me go to that.
Okay.
So working together, not only with the tourism industry, not only with the media industry, but with everyone.
Everyone across the board.
With everyone. Because with travel and tourism, you mean going to people. Going to people wherever they are.
Because they're the final consumers of the product. Yes.
So we need each and every one.
What is your favorite travel-related gadget or app?
We have what we call at Seba, we have what we call Marketplace. It has almost every information I need to know in the travel industry.
Okay.
Everything that they get, everything that is coming up, every new thing is there. So if you have Seba and you go to the Seba market, oh,
you're spoiled for choice.
My greatness. You read almost everything. So when you are there and you want information regarding travel, you are there and you have it.
Mr. Lwanga, what's the most exciting technological development that you have worked on?
When I was with Swan Air, CWT, I was the tour travel manager. And at that time, I had to bring on board the corporate companies. And I proud myself in having brought on board Standard Chartered Bank, because that time I had to bring in that people, and it was such a massive, because Standard Chartered Bank, people see it, but it's very big. It has quite a number of levels, number of departments, but I had to have all the people that work for that bank in, and to know each and everyone and their profiles. You understand?
Sure.
Their birth dates, their passport numbers, their everything, their favorites, their everything
about them.
And with CWT or with such multinational companies, you don't make mistakes.
Yes.
You pay for them.
What's your dream technological innovation for the travel industry? That one thing that you cannot wait for, to be innovated, to be brought on board in terms of a technological advancement?
I wish to see that travel agents or travel consultants don't have to go into the hassle of making, of looking for these cheaper fares. There should be something that can be done to always just say, this is the fare, cheapest fare, and these are the issues with it. But now you have to think. You have to go into the system, put in this, put in the other.
In other words, there's no harmonization of certain prices or regulations.
The prices are done by different airlines. But again, you have to go into each airline to look for that. But I want where I can go and
it's already there.
Everything's done, and I can go. So but it's being developed. It's being developed, and I believe with no time it will be there. The other thing that has made me very happy at Seba, we can now refund. We can now reissue a ticket without someone thinking. That was a nightmare to travel consultants. But now you can refund, you can reissue automatically.
Wow.
You just go in, put in Nakalembe's new things, and you have it.
Last but not least, Mr. Lwanga, what message do you have for industry professionals? Any advice? It could be for travel and aviation professionals looking to leverage technology in the aviation sector.
Time is not for them.
Oh, Lord. We have no time.
No.
We're racing against time. It's never our best ally.
You don't have time. So whatever you are going to do, do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait, because if you wait, you'll be out and you'll be outplayed. People are smart, Technology is advancing every second,
Second.
microsecond. There's an advancement.
Yeah.
So you have to do it right there if you are to remain in the game.
Before we let you go, Mr. Lwanga, are there any innovations you're working on at Sabron, or are there any projects that maybe you're about to launch?
This one is local. Some people have already seen it.
Okay.
Safari Clerk. Safari Clerk is such a beautiful thing for those who are in tours. All hotels, all national parks, game reserves, and all that, anything to do with tourism has been put there. So when you go on Safari Clerk, you only need to put in where you want to go. Even the pricing is done. Everything is there for you. All hotels are there. If you put in Sheraton, they will give you the room rates. Everything is there ready for you. You can buy, you can sell. It's been quite an insightful discussion, and this right here is what we live for at the Aviation Blueprint. And we told you we shall get the big shots in the industry. They will demystify all the myths you've heard about the aviation industry. They will give you an assortment of information and education that you need for tangible benefit like investment, career, and education itself. Olivia Nakalembe is my name, and this particular session has been proudly powered by the Mbawa Aviation Media Foundation. Until next time, it's a bye from me,